A quick one. Just found this on Facebook. The state owns your car. The truth is coming out. The means of reclaiming ownership. You can pause this and just read it yourself. Reclaiming ownership will eventually follow. On February 10th, 1987, Tennessee Department of Revenue Supervisor Denise Rotero told Judge Greer how Tennessee's auto registration works. Notice that says auto registration. The process begins with the surrender of the manufacturer's certificate of origin. So this is going to be called manufacturer's statement of origin, or manufacturer's certificate of origin, by the auto dealer to the Department of Revenue in exchange for certificate of title. Asked if a manufacturer's certificate of origin is proof of ownership, legal title, to the automobile, Ms. Rotero said yes. Notice they use the word automobile. Are you telling me that the ownership of the automobile is not title? It's merely evidence that the title exists. Your car's legal title is the manufacturer's certificate of origin, which the dealer surrendered to the state. Ms. Rotero said the manufacturer's certificate of origin is put on microfilm for permanent keeping, the original destroyed. After the trial, spectators expressed shock that their personal automobiles were actually owned by the state. No wonder the state law officers stop people for no reason, said a housewife. If your car's got a Tennessee plate, it's theirs, and they can do it what they like to you. That's the law, but it's voluntary. No one but the Judge Greer has dared say that if you don't surrender your car to the state in exchange for plates, you'll go to jail. This is true not only for Tennessee but for the 49 states as well. When purchasing a new automobile, the buyer is required to sign fine print which authorizes the dealer to obtain plates and registration for the vehicle. The purchaser needs only to read the fine print to see that by doing so, they are authorizing the dealer to act as power of attorney, and by doing so, the prospective buyer is signing away his rights to that. So he changes the vehicle to the automobile. When buying a used vehicle, the title already has been signed over to the state. Now, fraud destroys trust, and there's no informed consent, and they put. We're going off topic, but they put fluoride in the water for a reason. Now, they use sodium fluoride, hexafluorosilicic acid, and hexafluorosilicic acetate. There's also fluoxetine, which is Prozac, and those three fluorides together are used in combination for various types of 1080 poison, which is what used to kill foxes and animals. They put this shit in the water so you can't read, so you can't process the logarithmic data. Right? I'm using the word information. It's an oxymoron. But you can see it here. This is a case. And unfortunately, it doesn't state the case, but it states the Department of Truth, February 10, 1997, Tennessee Department of Revenue, Judge Greer. So you could type in Judge Greer, February 10, 1987, Tennessee Department of Revenue versus whoever. And something might come up, but I've just put this up. It was a good clip. It was so good, in fact, I just had to put it up. This is what all states are doing around the world, and this is the legal system. This is legal. If people start comprehending that legal is not law, right? The cops will never say it's against the law. They'll all say it's illegal, and legal is contract. So they tricked you into signing contracts. This is a contract. And you see the words consent here. It's but no one agrees. Stated exchange, Tennessee purchaser. But anyway, it's in here somewhere. You have to read it. I'm not going to go over it. Nice quick one. The state owns your car, right? So we call it a car. We call it automobile. They call it a vehicle, right? Vehicle comes from vehero, which means to carry, and you're carrying the serial number of the manufacturer's certificate of origin. They hold it. You sign it over to them, and it's based on fraud, right? It's basically sleight of hand. And there's a basically, I was told that Jewish is Yiddish, right? It uses the Hebrew language, but it's basically Germanic. And there's an old Jewish saying where if he doesn't know, but basically, if you imagine you were given a donkey and you were told it's a car, and there's a Hebrew saying where if you don't know that it's not a car, then who am I to tell you, right? So they have a system where they tell you what's coming in the movies, in the statutes, what they're going to do to you, and because you don't object, they're just going to keep doing it. Anyway, nice quick one.